Hello Python coders, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to write the code for our digital clock GUI application. So let's go ahead and create a new Python file and start the coding. Let's create a new Python file and save it with digital clock. Firstly, we will import everything from tkinter module. So write from tkinter import star. Then we will import strftime method from time module. Import strftime. And after importing the modules, we will create window for our application using the tk method. So type clock equals to tk method. Now let me show you the window first. So for running this application, we first need to call main loop method. Now let's run this, and this is our window. This is the default title tk. We are going to set the title to digital clock. So let me close this and let's set the title clock dot title digital clock. Now let's see, and we have the title digital clock. So let's close this and let me close this also. Now we will create a label using the label method. So type label equals to label, and here we will pass clock, then font equals to Arial 160 and bold, background color equals to blue, foreground color equals to white. You can use any other color if you want. And then we will pack this label in the window and pass some properties here also. Anchor equals to center and fill equals to both, and expand equals to yes. First, let's create our whole application and then we will analyze each and every property one by one. So after this, we need to define method to display our time. And in this, we write string equals to strftime method. And in this, we are going to pass the format for our time. So pass %h for hours, then m, and then seconds, and space %p. This small p is for AM or PM. And after this, we are going to set the configurations, config, and pass text equals to string because we want to display the time as the text in the label. And then label equals to after 1000 milliseconds and time. Call time here and let's run this, and here we have our digital clock. So let's analyze properties now. Now what is this fill equals to both? So let's run this again, and if I maximize this, then you can see this label is filling the window in both the direction, in x-axis and in y-axis. But if we remove this fill and just pass expand equals to yes, and then run. And if we maximize this, then this label do not fill the whole window. So I hope you get the purpose of using fill equals to both. Now let's again minimize this, and if I expand this, then you can see it's resizable. Let's close this and let's set fill equals to both again. And now let's remove this expand equals to yes. Now let's run, and now you can see we cannot expand this, it's not resizable, its size is the same, right? So we close this and type expand equals to yes. Now let's see, and yes, we can now expand this and reduce this. You can also change the color, the foreground color. Let me change this background color from blue to black. Now if I run, and as you can see, now we have black and white digital clock. So let me close this. We can also remove this percentage %p if we do not want to display the AM or PM in our clock. If I run this now, we do not have AM or PM, right? So let me correct it and set percentage %p, and let's also try changing this value to, let's say, 1 millisecond. Now this is changing in 1 millisecond. This to yes. Now let's run, and as you can see, it is not changing because we have passed like 10 lakh milliseconds, right? So that's why it is taking so much time to change this value. If I let reduce this to 100, stop and rerun, and now it is changing in 100 milliseconds. Now you have understood the purpose of every single parameter, every value, and if you have any doubt, you can ask in the Q&A section.